There's something beautiful about the early morning hours that people over 70 understand better than most. The house is quiet, the world hasn't rushed in yet, and in that stillness, there's an opportunity that too many of us miss. What you do in the first hour after waking can determine how clear your mind stays, not just for the day, but for the years ahead. I've spent time with dozens of sharp, vibrant seniors who credit their mental clarity to simple routines they built decades ago. These aren't complicated rituals requiring expensive supplements or equipment. They're grounded, practical habits that honor the way our brains work as we age. And if you're watching this in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, what I'm about to share could become the most powerful protection you have against memory loss, confusion, and mental decline. Let's dive into 5 morning habits that science and lived experience both confirm can keep your mind sharp, focused, and resilient well into your later years. Habit 1. Hydrate before you caffeinate. Most people wake up and head straight for the coffee pot. I get it. That warm cup feels like it brings you back to life. But here's what's really happening. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep, your body is mildly dehydrated. Your brain, which is made up of about 75% water, needs hydration to function properly. Without it, mental fog sets in faster than you realize. Before you reach for that coffee, drink a full glass of water. Room temperature or warm water with a squeeze of lemon works beautifully. This simple act rehydrates your cells, jumpstarts your metabolism, and flushes out toxins that accumulated overnight. You'll notice the difference within minutes. Your thoughts become clearer, your reactions feel quicker, and that morning mental sluggishness, it lifts naturally. I knew a woman named Margaret, 78 years old, who struggled with brain fog every morning for years. She blamed it on age, but when her daughter suggested she drink water first thing before anything else, Margaret was shocked at how much sharper she felt. Within 2 weeks, she said it was like someone turned the lights back on in her mind. That's the power of hydration. It's not flashy, but it's foundational. Habit 2. Move your body, even just a little. You don't need to run marathons or spend an hour at the gym, but moving your body in the morning sends a powerful signal to your brain. It tells your nervous system that you're awake, alert, and ready to engage with the world. And that signal matters more as we age. Even 10 minutes of gentle stretching, a short walk around the block, or some light chair exercises can increase blood flow to your brain. That blood carries oxygen and nutrients that your neurons desperately need to fire properly. Studies show that seniors who move their bodies first thing in the morning perform better on memory tests and have faster processing speeds than those who stay sedentary. One man I spoke with, Robert, age 81, swears by his morning routine. Every day, at sunrise, he walks to the end of his street and back. Just 10 minutes. He's been doing it for 30 years. His doctor told him his cognitive function is better than most 60-year-olds. Robert doesn't think it's magic, he thinks it's consistency. And he's right. Movement also releases endorphins and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that can damage your brain over time. So even if you can't do much, do something. Your brain will reward you for it all day long. Habit 3. Feed your brain real food. Breakfast isn't just fuel, it's information for your body. And what you choose to eat in the morning sets the tone for how well your brain performs for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, many seniors skip breakfast entirely or grab something quick and processed, toast, sugary cereal, a pastry. But those foods spike your blood sugar, then crash it an hour later, leaving you exhausted and mentally dull. Instead, aim for a breakfast that includes protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Eggs with avocado and vegetables, Greek yogurt with nuts and berries, oatmeal topped with walnuts and flaxseed, These foods provide steady energy and contain nutrients that directly support brain health: omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, antioxidants. Your neurons need these to stay strong and connected. I remember speaking with a woman named Helen, 73, who used to feel mentally wiped out by mid-morning. She'd blame it on her age and just push through. But when she started eating eggs and spinach for breakfast instead of toast and jam, everything changed. Her energy lasted, her memory felt sharper, and she stopped reaching for caffeine just to make it through the day. Real food gave her real results. Your brain accounts for only 2% of your body weight, but it uses 20% of your energy. Feed it well, and it will serve you well. Habit 4. Engage your mind with something new. Here's a habit most people overlook: learning something new first thing in the morning. It doesn't have to be complicated. Read a few pages of a book. Do a crossword puzzle. Listen to a podcast on a topic you've never explored. Learn 5 words in a new language. The key is novelty. When you challenge your brain with something unfamiliar, you create new neural pathways. This process, called neuroplasticity, is what keeps your mind flexible and resilient. And contrary to what many believe, your brain doesn't lose this ability as you age. It just needs consistent stimulation. One of the sharpest people I ever met was a man named Arthur, 86 years old. Every morning, without fail, he spent 15 minutes learning something new. Sometimes it was a historical fact, sometimes a new word, sometimes a puzzle. He told me, "The day I stop learning is the day my mind starts dying." And he was absolutely right. Research backs this up. Seniors who engage in mentally stimulating activities every day have a significantly lower risk of dementia. Don't underestimate the power of curiosity. It's not just for the young, it's medicine for the aging mind. Habit 5. Practice gratitude or reflection. The final habit might surprise you. Before the day's demands take over, spend a few quiet moments reflecting on what you're grateful for. You can write it down in a journal. You can say it out loud. You can simply sit and think about it. But don't skip this step. Gratitude has a profound effect on your brain chemistry. It lowers stress hormones, increases dopamine and serotonin, and strengthens the areas of your brain responsible for emotional regulation and memory. When you start your day from a place of gratitude, you're not just improving your mood, you're protecting your cognitive health. I once knew a couple, Frank and Doris, both in their late 70s. Every morning, over coffee, they'd each share 3 things they were grateful for. Sometimes it was big things. Sometimes it was small. A sunny morning, a phone call from a grandchild, the taste of fresh bread. But they never missed a day, and both of them remained mentally sharp, emotionally balanced, and deeply connected to life, even as their friends around them struggled with depression and decline. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it literally rewires your brain for resilience and clarity, and it costs nothing but a few intentional minutes. Final thoughts. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean losing your mind. Yes, our bodies change. Yes, some decline is natural. But mental sharpness isn't something that just happens to you or doesn't. It's something you cultivate through the choices you make every single day, especially in those crucial morning hours. Hydrate before you caffeinate. Move your body, even gently. Feed your brain real, nourishing food. Engage your mind with something new, and start each day with gratitude or reflection. These 5 habits are simple, but simple doesn't mean weak. Simple means sustainable, and sustainability is what builds a life of clarity, purpose, and mental strength well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You've lived decades. You've survived challenges most young people can't imagine. Don't let anyone, including yourself, convince you that your sharpest days are behind you. With the right habits, your best mornings are still ahead. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear which habit you're going to start with. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Your support helps us continue creating content that truly matters. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.